Well, it's been a couple weeks. We did the reunion video. We did kind of recapped that. It's been weeks since that happened, but I just been kind of sitting with myself, you know, and just yeah, just kind of sitting in it and you know, revisiting what it all meant and stuff, and seeing my kids together and watching them bond. I kind of got my head out of these projects and stuff, so I thought I'd kind of get back into it. We got a lot of stuff going on. We got caught up with Hayden's brakes and his power steering and all kinds of crap. We finally gotten that squared away, and now we have a green light on the Chevy and the Honda. So I have this nice Optima blue top battery, 34M sizing. If you know anything about the Optimas, they come with a kind of a single cell design, meaning they just look like a 6-pack of 2-volt cells, or 2 to 3-volt cells rather, and then the cumulative of those is your total voltage, your 12 to 15 or whatever they are. Each one of those cells will be either positive or negatively charged, and so anyways, my Optima rolled out of the battery tray and landed on the heater core line and melted through a negative cell, and I put it back, didn't notice it, started the truck up a couple times, and then went to go put in the new billet style Optima bracket, and that's when I realized that my blue top's totally smoked. So right now I've got it wrapped up here in this bag. I'm gonna take it down when I've got the budget in me to go buy a new Optima. But this video, well, damn. Been a while. We did the reunion video. I rebuilt my battery bracket today. Super proud of how it's turned out. Got this in there. It's super solid. Found some other hardware missing on the bracket itself. Took it out, restored it a little bit. I have a new problem though. I went to shut the hood and take it on a maiden voyage and all that, and didn't get the hood to latch. And I just a couple weeks ago, Rona and I was explaining to Rona what these were, and these are just adjustments, kind of like a spring-loaded adjustment. You can back them off or screw them in or whatever, and it just allows the hood to align flush across here. In any case, tried to shut the hood a couple of times and it just wasn't going, but so I thought, oh man, we screwed these up. That's got to have everything to do with this mechanism. And I don't know if you can tell, but I've sprayed everything down. I've backed a bunch of shit off here and there and tried to get stuff going, and I just couldn't get it. And started to look at this up here, and it just wow, that was way fast. You see that shine right there? So to me, that looked like a new striking location. And then I got to looking at it a little closer. And I was like, oh, this is kind of like an insert within the hood infrastructure. And then I noticed these two holes, that one right there and this one right here. And then I noticed where there was a spot weld on the top side, closest, let's see, right up here. There's one as well. Let me get in here. That's the only thing holding this on at this point. So with the hood up, it acted like a solar array, had some flex, and now I have a couple spot welds that have given up. Now I can't get my hood closed. Couple other issues I had with this Chevy. They weren't massive on this hood. It's an OEM hood. I've got a couple of dents here and there and some scrapes and stuff. So I think rather than having a mobile welder come out here and try to re-tack this and pull this back in true, I may end up ordering a new hood. And that might be a nice little project. So that means that the next thing we're gonna do is pull the hood off. And but mainly I was just pretty stoked about this battery. I got a funny story about this blue top Optima. Not sure if I told you. bad news bears, but this thing is solid in here now. I got a bracket mounted to the OEM bracket, so that's still in place. That's about it today, folks. We kind of burned ourselves out. I can't close my hood. It means I can't really take a drive until I get this thing off of here. We'll talk at you soon. Alright, you dumb son of a bitch. I'm tired of fucking around. You embarrassed me during the reunion. Ran like dog shit when I had Lily check you out. So today, we're gonna get into the intake and tear away at the manifold EGR plate made up, dig out some carbon. I don't know why this is so impossible for me to catch. What's going to happen here is we're going to take out the air box here and start tearing into some of this. See just where I can get. We're back on the 2001 Honda. I've had quite a bit of time to research my theory regarding this EGR valve. Based on some conversations with my daughter and stuff. I feel like I'm on the right track. It's just kind of a dog leg to get into, so I'm about to get after it. I guess I'll probably end up setting you guys up on a time lapse or something. Alright, I got the earbox off. The next thing I've got to do is get some of this throttle linkage cleared up. There's fuel rail and stuff to unscrew and get to, injectors, all kinds of sensors and stuff. We'll see what we can do here. I'm not feeling super confident here, but whatever, let's get after it. Oh, that's nice. You know, you think I know better. We get started popping shit apart, but trying to figure out what I need to do with the fuel rail. And I think I made a mistake here, but in my effort of making a mistake, I sliced my finger open again, getting after it. I got fuel and stuff. I gotta get this knocked up on, rethink this. Might be taking a break again. I'm just digging into it. It's in here. This is where I need to be. Holy crap, that's about all I had. I got the intake out. That was not as hard as it could have been, just because I watched about 50 other dudes do this job, so I knew what bolts to worry about and what bolts not to. So we've got it out. The good news is, yeah, like I said, it's out, but the confusing news is I currently have a good eye on the EGR plate. Now you say it looks a little foul, but it's actually really good shape. I was like kind of hoping to find this plate totally fouled. Gosh, if I look inside here, if I get in there, but wow, this isn't what I was expecting. I still have to get the EGR plate taken off of the intake manifold so that I can see those gaskets, how they made up back there. It could be off. It does look like there's some gouging and stuff. That's not for me. It's just a lot of gunk, but it's pretty clean. So we'll get into it a little bit more tomorrow. like I said, it was difficult, but it wasn't horrible. The totality of hardware that I have pulled out at this point is not much. As you can see, most of the hardware for, say, the throttle body and all that is on it still. So I didn't lose any in the process. All right, folks, we'll talk to you next time. Figure out this damn thing. All right, let's take a really good look, if we can, inside of the block here. See if I can get my hands on this correctly. I don't know how much footage I've got here, but let's summarize what we've got. I have replaced the spark plugs. I have replaced the ignition coils. I've replaced the top dead center sensor. I've replaced the AC compressor. I've replaced the alternator. I've now removed the intake manifold and throttle body with the map sensor and all of the other crap that's over there. Along with the hardware that was removed to get the intake out. We are going to stop here. I've got to get this broken apart from the EGR plate off of the manifold to check those gaskets. If it's those, then I'm on the right track and I won't put it back together until I get those gaskets in. In the interim, we have a bunch of other stuff to do that's kind of whatever, but I'm hoping this will tell me everything I need to know. Yeah, there's a lot going on here. I found a missing nut on the oil pan, just chasing oil leaks. I think this car actually has a chance at running well. I don't even know what the problem is, but every time I start it up and take it for a spin, there's a lot of issues, but every time I take it for a spin, it shows me that it's got power. So I just have no doubts that the combustion is good. There's just something wonky about the idle. And I was looking up how to take off the intake manifold. Again, this unit here. And I got this dude that was doing it for a buddy and found that the gaskets between the plate, the EGR plate and the actual intake go flat. And then it just screws up your air, and that's what you got going on. We've got other stuff that we're going to chase, but I mean, that's where we're at now. I'll probably get that. There's a steel gasket back here. It's kind of hanging on here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me back this off a little bit. Jeez, Joel. See if I can point in here. So there's a gasket right here. I don't want to get too dirty. There's some leaks coming out of there. There's some crud that's built up like down in there. I can see some right there, some sludge. I want this to work. So we're gonna work on it and keep it going. But until the next time, guys, like and subscribe to the video. We're deep in the woods on this sucker. I'm chasing a non-code random misfire. Top end sparks taken care of. We're checking fuel and air now. So another thing I noticed when I pulled the injection and fuel rail off was the injectors look like absolute shiza manelli, and so we'll clean those up. All four of them look bad. One looked bad, two looks bad. And, some of that's from me pulling them out and scraping them off, but damn it, bro. I think I have a box of new injectors up there on the old shelf, and amongst other parts that'll go on while we're trying to figure this out. Let's see, what else was I going to show you? The throttle body is looking pretty fouled up. We'll take the opportunity, since we've got it off of the car, to clean it up, and yeah, we'll just clean it up. Probably go through a bunch of you know, carb cleaner or throttle body cleaner. That's about it, guys. Let's get after this though the next time. Damn, this thing, like I said, I want it to work. I'm learning quite a bit about these Hondas, and that's about all I got. But until then, we'll talk soon, guys.